have a monkey in your pants?
Alright then folks, welcome back to another fan commentary episode, Bad Influence Series 2, Episode 3. 1990s magazine video game show here in the UK, hosted by Andy Crane and Violet Berlin. And Namrud and some Z-man in America. Anyway, come on, let's get on with the show. What's Andy doing now?
Bad Influence. This week we're looking at some of the Dream consoles,
like
the Neo Geo.
Is it called a Dream console because it's so expensive? What are you wearing, Nipples? Oh, awesome. Awesome game.
Now I'll be reporting from the best special effects company in the world.
And he is
of these guys.
Z or Z. Competition Pro joystick, I see it. Oh, lovely.
Sanderson of Glasgow.
Glasgow.
There once was a guy called Nam who was a little spam. He never knew until he grew, which made him a bigger spam. What a marvellous poem.
This chap gives you your cheats if you've never seen Bad Influence before. It's a little bit odd.
In verse.
Is this what's Street Fighter on the Amiga?
Is for the Amiga game Street
A
Fighter
game surprisingly I've never played. And I've really got no idea how it'll work considering the Amiga has got one fire button for the joystick basically.
Then select your favourite fighter.
So how do you punch and kick?
And play the
Never played it.
Until your energy's lighter.
It looks a bit dodgy frame rate as well compared to the other 16-bit versions.
Even against Ken. Well, there it is.
Even
My
against
first
Ken.
rhyming cheat. I think you'll agree I never missed a beat. Keep watching because I'll be back with more exciting cheats.
Yeah.
From my shack.
From your nutsack. That's what you said, Nam.
Namrud,
You dirty man.
You've seen the film. You've worn the book.
Jurassic
You've
Park.
read the t-shirt and you've seen the game. And if you've not sick of Jurassic Park and Dinosaurs
Whoa,
by
Nipples
now,
ran
you
at the
will
screen
by
there.
the
What
end of the programme.
she's had her coffee of the day.
This is CD-ROM Dinosaurs, which
What?
runs on the PC.
What?
It's based on several books, but as well as words and pictures,
What?
you get sounds and animations as well.
No.
You can start at the beginning like a book or dip in where you like.
No.
And that's what I've done. I've gone to the basics.
What is a dinosaur?
Let's find out. Dinosaurs were amazing creatures that lived during the Okay, this is where it's got to open
CD
the book, so I can't say that
Interactive
word, so I can click it to get me more
educational
information about
software.
that strange word.
No, thank you.
Here, it tells you what it is, but best of all, it'll also tell you how to pronounce it.
Mesozoic era.
Mesozoic era. And now I won't embarrass myself in front of dinosaur experts. This voice facility is also used
Voice
because
facility.
you can go on guided tours. There are loads to choose from, but we go for the Dinosaur Olympics.
In basketball, when the Dino Dream Team
What?
steps onto the court, Michael Jordan doesn't stand a chance.
And I've chosen
I remember
this
seeing this
one,
sort of
so I hope
software
it
back
makes
in the
it
day.
Olympics later on. Keep your fingers crossed
And
for
I was
that.
never impressed.
As well as this, you can have a look
Funnily.
at 6 different movies.
Oh, 6 movies. Jurassic
It
Park
lets
1,
the
2,
sounds
3,
and
4, 5 and
animations speak
6.
for themselves. I've chosen The Hunt because
The
it's most
Hunt.
bloodthirsty, but it's not for the faint-hearted.
Violet, you dirty bloodthirsty loving thing.
What I want to know is, how can they sample sounds from animals that died 65
You usually have an
million years
educational
ago?
part of the show. And I'm assuming this is this week's. As bad as it
Chips
is.
good on a treat, that wouldn't it? Super Mario All-Stars is a combination of 4 classic
Super Mario
games that
All-Stars
first
is
appeared on the
fucking
NES.
epic
They've
beans.
been given a bit of spit and polish to bring them up to 16-bit standard and include the lost levels of Super Mario Brothers. Here's Alex finding his way around.
They're not called. It's not really the Lost Levels,
This one's really gonna be
Mr.
for you.
Crane.
What they've done is they've reworked the graphics.
It's
and the
secretly
sound.
Super Mario
I don't
Bros.
think it
2.
uses all the SNES's capabilities, but that shouldn't worry you as all the gameplay's still there. This is Super Mario Bros. 1. It was first released in 1987, and this set the standard for all the rest of the platform games.
Awesome,
What I'm doing
awesome.
in
It
here,
does
I'm
really,
Luke and
really
Mario
good
running
in
along.
Super Mario
Let's do all the
All-Stars, to
same
be fair.
things. Leap on the turtles, knock them into the brown walking mushrooms. And if I look
Brown
around, I can
walking.
find mushrooms,
Are they not called
they turn me into
Goombas?
Big Mario.
Oh my god, he's giving us a
What you
let's
can do
how
is you
play a
can leap
Mario
on all of them, and
gameplay
if I can find
thing.
a star, I'll be invincible for the rest of the level.
Wow,
This means you can just run through, you can do big jumps,
big jumps.
you can just plough through the game.
Plow through game.
These are the lost levels of Super Mario Brothers.
They're not.
You won't have seen these if you live outside Japan,
Oh.
because when they were first released, they were considered too hard for the European market. And this one requires some precision jumping.
Yes, but it was
Let me
called.
tell you, these are a lot harder than they look.
He doesn't
Go
know,
leap
does he?
over these green things,
Plants.
but they're always getting you.
They're obviously
Oh.
plants. Might not be the right name, but
With these
they're
4
not
separate
green
games
things.
included, I think that makes it great value.
$49.99. Ooh,
Ooh,
like I've said before, we complain about computer games
I will consider
being
buying
expensive
it, only because
nowadays.
It's got 4 games in one.
When they were first
Oh,
released,
hello.
the Mario games were good, but they're flogging them to death
by re-releasing now-dated games.
You shush your face,
And
you
so the final scores
filthy
for Super
non-Mario
Mario
loving
All-Stars,
whore.
The girls gave it an average 3 out of 5.
Really?
But the boys gave it an excellent
Come on, it's like
4
how
out
many
of 5.
classic Mario games in one?
Right, Scotty Furtlers, which famous movie is this an impersonation of? I'm really bored with this planet. You are the chosen one, Luke. May the force be with you.
Is that some sort of
Eat,
Star
eat,
Wars
the spaceship
game?
has been overrun by Imperial stormtroopers. Use the force, Luke.
Stick the bag on your head. Save us all. Nah, what are you doing, you crazy fool?
Of course, it was Raiders
And I
of
really
the Lost Ark.
wish you'd clean your
And
bloody
here's a cheat.
shed.
Super Raiders of the Lost Ark on the SNES.
Super
When you
Raiders
get
of
to
the Lost
Sandman's
Ark.
level, after the second set of caves, you come to a straight piece of ground.
That's not
like
Super
this.
Raiders of
All
the
you
Lost
have to
Ark.
do is fall off the cliff and press
He was
left,
fooling me.
And you'll find an extra set of 9 lives.
Wow.
And you can come back to this spot as many times as you like. Right.
Wow.
Time for my next movie
Epic cheat.
impression. Eek, eek, all the dinosaurs have escaped. Okay, the new haggis.
What?
I'm really sorry I built this island and invented all them dinosaurs. The new.
I wondered what he was up to there, you cheeky
They
nam.
used to say that a camera never lies. Today, especially in movies, it lies all the time.
Cameras
And
a
the
lot
best
of
people
filthy
in the
lying
world at
cameras.
making it lie
This
aren't
guy
in
is
Hollywood.
Z or Z, whatever country you live in.
They're based here.
He tells
just
us
north
stuff
of
from
San
America.
Francisco, at a special effects company called
Sometimes not
Industrial
interesting.
Light and Magic.
But we'll watch. Ooh, Jurassic Park.
The latest blockbuster to feature their handiwork is Jurassic Park. The job of the special effects wizards is to produce scenes and characters that can't exist in real life.
I'll stop.
And let's face it, there aren't that many Tyrannosaurus Rexes around nowadays.
None.
Even in California.
I'll give you a clue, there's none.
Turn the light off.
Must admit, still like
This is where
Jurassic
the
Park the
magic
film.
starts,
Still
the
pretty
art
decent even
department.
though it's quite
here
old
that the
nowadays.
director's rough
Look at
ideas
his row of
turned into
pens.
so-called
Holy fuck, he's
concept
got
drawings.
gone all mental OCD with his
The
pens.
ILM artists have worked
Ghostbusters
on all the most
2,
successful
what else?
movies of the past
Hook.
few years, and they keep everything.
Big files.
This is a T2 book, and these are just some real rough
Did a
illustrations
child?
that director Jim
What the
Cameron
hell?
sent to us. You can kind of tell what it is, but just barely.
No.
And then our art director
Really?
starts drawing based on that.
What?
So here's one of his, but you can see it's still a mood drawing. It's still
The
something
dude just
that's
done some
trying to
squiggles and
define
somebody else just
colors
decided
and
what it was.
feeling. The T1000 didn't
James
look like
Cameron
that.
with the squiggle drawer.
Exactly. And then we move on to something that's more finished. It's still a mood piece, but it's sort of a final concept drawing.
The artists also produce concept
Ooh.
pictures for hardware.
Cool.
Recognize this? It's an early version of the Death Star from Star Wars.
What's that?
And once the concept gets agreed by the director, the model shop gets to work.
Ooh.
And the model has
Now
to
we're
be
getting
made in
interesting.
incredible detail, so that when
Jesus
they're
Christ.
projected on a giant cinema screen, they look
I want
real.
that. In my living room. I don't want that.
The model makers here at Industrial Light and Magic can produce anything from dragons
Pretty
to
impressive,
dinosaurs,
actually.
from spaceships
For
to
once, it's
Slimer,
Slimer.
from buildings
It's
to brothers.
interesting. It's the painting dude from Ghostbusters 2.
All special effects involve combining 2 or more images. These scenes were produced nearly 90 years
Just gonna
ago
say,
by the French filmmaker
looks a bit
Georges
old.
Méliès. It looks crude now, but the audience then had absolutely no idea how this could be done. And special effects techniques remained pretty much unchanged until Industrial Light and Magic was set up nearly 20 years ago. It's 1975. Producer George Lucas is about to embark on a project called Star Wars, and he needs to film some very special effects. He assembles a team of model makers, cameramen, and unusually
Yoda.
computer experts.
R2-D2.
who between them invent an
Why is Darth
entirely
Vader
new
holding a
way
football?
of
I
shooting
just noticed
special
that.
effects. For the first time, they're using computers to control camera movements.
Wow.
This is what's called a motion control camera. It's motorized and can move very precisely under computer control. It means that camera moves can be repeated time after time. So all the spaceships that you need for your battle can be filmed separately and combined later. Today, motion control is used in
Very
every
clever,
other movie.
now I get it.
But here at ILM, they're one step ahead. They're using computers in an entirely different way to produce movie images.
This really came to the forefront
T2.
of Terminator II, where we had a completely synthetic model of Robert Patrick built for his role as the
Still looks a wee bit rough, but it's pretty impressive.
To produce the perfect T2 within
naked.
the computer,
Naked
the
T2.
programmers needed a real-life reference. So they felt-tipped actor Robert Patrick's body.
Oh my
with a
God, I
black
hope that
grid
washable.
and filmed him walking, running, and standing.
That'd be a
They
right
then
arse
produced
pain.
a wireframe model inside the computer, which they could animate to perfectly reproduce his body movements.
Love T2.
One of the problems with this new technique was that the model experts at ILM, who know how to make a dinosaur move convincingly,
Is that a
were
raptor?
computer experts.
It's
They were
tiny.
used to hands-on work, and that's where the DIDs came in.
Oh my God,
This is
painstakingly.
the,
Ooh, robot dino.
DID, or the dinosaur input device that we
Cool.
used to make some of the scenes in Jurassic Park, some of the animations.
Wow.
And what it is
It's a dinosaur controller.
conventional stop-motion animation armature that's articulated using these hinge joints, and hooked up to each joint is an optical encoder that will allow each move that one makes of the articulated skeleton to be transferred down these wires. It goes into the computer and, you know, memorized. So it's built up over hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of, you know, little tiny infinitesimal.
That's pretty cool.
movements.
Take a
And then
bloody
we'll
long
use the
time to make
computer
that
to
film,
edit all
moving
the
the
movements and
dinosaurs
smooth
by
them out
hand.
and refine the performance of the character.
I thought it would simply have been done by the computer
One thing's
animating
for
it
sure,
rather than
in the movies at
a model,
least,
if that makes
just
sense.
Can't believe your eyes.
Ooh, magic.
Oh, and a competition to finish with. From which movie is this the last scene?
I don't know. I don't know.
Amazing stuff, eh?
I don't know.
In the movie, the special effects wizards filled in the blank spaces with real-life actors and vehicles. So, in the film, they were real, but that wasn't. But what film was it? Well, here's another clue. It was on telly last week. Oh, and it starred
What?
Bruce Willis. Prize details
Ooh,
at the end of the program.
Die Hard
But
something.
Now it's time for this
That's a
week's
pure
news and
guess, but it has to be
previews.
Die Hard. Variant of Die Hard, the one in the airport.
Here's a red-hot new game for the Amiga and PC.
Yes.
Inferno.
No, I'd never
You can
heard of
visit
it.
7 planets in 3 moons, viewing them from deep space or interacting close-up in great detail.
That is
Look
not
out
going to
for it
run
in
like
early
that on the
94.
Amiga.
There are 2 new stylish joysticks for the Mega Drive and the SNES.
Now, I have
Both
seen
Mega
one of
Drive
those on
sticks feature
eBay very
arcade-style
recently,
buttons and
actually.
Slow motion, auto fire,
I
turbo
was looking
speed,
at it
and
for the
volume
SNES.
The most eagerly awaited
Sci-Tech
game
or
for
something, I think.
software-hungry Mega CD fans is Sylpheed.
Oh,
The game features
heard
massive
of the name.
polygon-based background sprites like those seen in Starwing. They rotate and change
Not
in
like
size
those
as they
seen
shoot
in
towards
Starwing.
you.
Ooh, that looks
Sylpheed
alright though.
hits the shops in November.
And now for some
Seems
more
to run a
game
wee bit
reviews.
faster than Starwing. Oh, what's
In
this? Dr.
2
Franken.
on the Game Boy,
2.
poor old Frankie's having a bit of bother with the electricity board. He's run up a huge bill and he can't pay it. So the search is
Oh,
on to find
silly
Dr.
Dr.
Frankenberg's
Franken.
lolly. Here's Amanda.
Pay your bills,
This
son.
is a very big maze game, but it's also a shoot 'em up as well.
A
Here
maze
you can see
shoot 'em
the
up
bailiff.
game.
He's knocking at the
Is it
door
not just like a
frantically, but he can't
side-scrolling
get
platform
me. So I've got to find
adventure
the key so I
game?
can shoot out the back door.
I'm not sure it's a maze shooter.
This
Shoot 'em
game's
up.
slightly different to the first game, as there are several
What's he
different
shooting?
roads. Here I am in the forest.
Why is he not shooting the slugs?
Every time you come back to the forest, it may be slightly different, like there may be coins in the trees.
There may be.
Or there might be people sat down below.
There may be.
Here's an old man.
Eat him.
He doesn't do anything,
Ham.
so you just go past him.
No? Okay.
This is a really good game if you like puzzles, and I think it'll keep you interested for quite some time.
This is a great improvement on the first
Oh,
one.
they like
It's
it.
got faster and slicker graphics. I think This is a
$24.99.
great game for the Game Boy.
At first I found this game quite interesting.
I like your
but I wasn't
waistcoat,
sure where I was
child.
going. I looked
Or
at the
is it
demonstration
integrated
and that
into your
helped me
shirt
know where
somehow?
to go.
And are you male or
And the
female?
scores for Dr. Franken 2.
Please tell.
The girls liked it and gave it 4 out of 5.
Really?
But the boys disagreed.
2.
They only gave it an average score. 3 out of 5.
Two. It's not worth more than 3. Ooh, what's this?
Haunting on the Mega Drive is a spooky romp
Oh.
where Poltergeist, who was sadly killed
I
by the
vaguely
Sardine
recognise
family,
this.
gets his own back by
Can you-
frightening them
I
out
was
of
going
their
to say,
wits
can you?
and their house.
Yeah, you can go
Pulled
into the
upon this
furniture,
ghostly
can't you?
task.
Ah, vaguely recognise that.
In most games, you're a person trying to get rid of a ghost, but in this game, you're the ghost trying to get rid of the person.
Oh,
You start off the game in the cellar.
Never
having
played it though,
the
but I
green
do
ecto-gun,
recognise
which
it.
helps you go up to the next part of the level. Ah, there's a red spell. I can use that later in the game.
Where? What?
This is the map. It shows me where the people are.
It's like The
and which
Sims,
rooms they're
but
in.
you're a ghost.
Ah, here's the little boy.
And
I
you've
can
got
do
to
one
scare
of two
people.
things to him. I can either cast a spell or jump into something. Oh, I'm going to jump into this cupboard.
Is that all you
I'll
can
come
do?
out as a ghost. Different objects do different things. And this is quite a good one, because the boy's quite scared. In the bottom right corner, his face will come up. And the more he gets terrified, the more guns you'll give me when he runs out of the room.
The more
It's a great
guns?
game,
What?
but you have to give it a while to get into it. The only problem with it is a
Haunting.
bit too easy.
Never
It's a
played
nice
it.
idea, and the screen is 3D, but everything else about the game is very basic.
Oh, I was going to say it looks
It's
alright.
quite a good storyline, but unfortunately, it's just an average game with jerky graphics.
Jokey grab.
And the
Jokey.
scores
Jerky,
for
did they
Haunting,
say, or
The
jokey?
girls gave it an unspectacular 3 out of 5, and the boys thought it was average
Ah.
too. 3 out of
They
5
didn't
for
like
them.
it. It's unanimous.
And now, Bad Influence is proud to
What have you
present
got round your
the
neck,
very rich
Mr. Crane?
person's guide
Is it your
to luxury
microphone?
games consoles. We have assembled here in the
what's
studio
going
what
on?
you might call
Oh.
the Rolls Royces
Porn
of the games
consoles
world.
of the 90s.
Interestingly, though,
Holy fuck,
not
what's
all
that
very
first
new.
thing?
In fact, this bit of kit from Japan is over 3 years old.
Oh,
It's
FM
called
Towns.
The FM Towns, and it's never
Oh.
been released in this country.
Expensive
Many
as
software
shit.
manufacturers, though, do make games for it.
Even
It runs on the
nowadays.
usual computer software, but the best games come on CD.
I'm
and
sure
what you're
the
seeing
games
now
are
is a
expensive for it
worldwide
as well.
preview for us here on Bad Influence. A first ever look at Scavenger 4.
This is the CD console version
What is
of
it?
the FM Towns.
Oh.
They've taken away the
Is it
keyboard,
the FM
aimed
Towns
at younger
Marty?
players, and called it the Marty.
Yay.
In this game,
I'm
Microcosm, you steer a tiny ship through the human body.
Oh,
One of
nice.
the consoles you can
PC
get in
Engine.
this country is this one, the PC Engine.
Oh,
in Japan,
nice.
this is more popular than the Mega Drive, even though it's only an 8-bit machine. It packs 6-channel stereo sound, excellent graphics, and when it was launched in 1988, it really took off, primarily because the software which comes on little
It's a pity
cards
that
like
it,
this,
well, it's sort of and
including
it sort of
smaller
wasn't
copies
released
from
over
arcade
here.
favourites
It's the
like
Turbo
R-Type, or
Graphics,
this one,
sort of ish
Classical
not.
Chase.
In
But
Japan,
I'd love
there
to
are
see
no
it
less
heavily
than 8
marketed
versions
over
of
here.
the PC Engine
What's
in
this?
various shapes and sizes. This is a top-of-the-range model, the PC Engine Turbo Duo.
Nice.
Software comes on CD-ROM as well as the usual cards.
I've always been
Let's
interested in a
get that
PC
out.
Engine.
I'll show you something else.
Violet, you
Because
looked like you were
this
going to
is the
snap
PC
it.
Engine GT.
I remember
It's the
seeing
colour
that,
portable version.
the
It shares
handheld
many of
version
the
in
same
magazines
features
when I
as
was a
Big
kid
Brother,
as well, and I was like,
including using
whoa.
the same cards, which makes it the only portable in the world on which you can play Street Fighter 2.
Really?
At the top end of the scale
Come on,
is this.
what's next,
the
Andy?
Neo Geo,
Oh.
the most powerful games console
Expensive
in
as
the universe.
shit.
Literally an arcade machine for your bedroom.
One day I shall own
Software
thee.
includes all the arcade favorites.
One
This
day.
has just been released and
I
I've been
remember
playing
seeing
it all
this a
day.
lot in the
It's called
magazines as a
Viewpoint.
kid. I
Sadly,
never
the
ever
Neo
knew
Geo
one
is
who
only
owned
available
one,
on import,
obviously due
but
to the
electrical
price.
shops and mail order
But
companies might be able to
something
rent
I
it
was
for you.
always
And when
intrigued
you get
with.
bored with your
I want one of
bedroom,
those
save your
tellies.
game on a memory card. Take the memory card out, go down the local arcade,
Whoa, what?
slot it into
What?
a coin op, and continue your game from where you left off.
What?
Um,
But why would you go
Well,
down
not
to
just
your
a minute.
arcade to
And
3DO?
finally, this is the first working 3DO machine
First
in
working.
Britain. 3DO
Oh.
is one of the
Oh, I
new
remember playing a
generation
demo of this game,
games
actually.
machines. This game is called Motor Madness.
Yep, I
and the
remember
system will be
that
released
sun
in this
picture.
country next April.
The 3DO. What could have been? What could have been? If they just completely changed how they licensed the product and made it themselves and made it cheaper. What could have been? Andy Crane. Bet you that goes for 1 pence on eBay. Oh, Nipples. JL76 Gaming. I bet you've already got that picture, you dirty fiend.
Wait till they're playing a Dragon's Fury on the Mega Drive, then quickly distract them and type in LIBYFW.
What is wrong with the top of your telly box, Namrud? It's going all winky wonky. Oh, I've played that game. I was going to say I've never played it, but as soon as it popped on there, I recognised it. I'm sure my cousin had it back in the day, as you say.
Completely useless and a total waste of time. Or, of course, alternatively, you could rewire their Mega Drive so when they press button C, it blows up.
Yes. You did you just blow up a Mega Drive? Did you just blow up a Mega Drive? Somebody find Nam and kill him, please.
the explosive Namrud there.
Oh, look at that
You
Neo
want to
Geo.
record the
Look at the
blast
size of the
video
cards.
recording now.
Last week's competition prize was
Look at the side of the
Amiga
t-shirt that the
1200
child
with
is
a modem,
holding.
The game Air
It's
Warrior
huge.
and the fashion accessory for the 90s, the Bad Influence t-shirt. The competition question was,
Tom
who
Cruise?
played the ace pilot in the film Top Gun? The
There's a
answer,
picture of
Tom
him on the
Cruise.
screen.
The winner,
I'll guess.
congratulations
Tom Cruise.
to Nazir Shiraz from Cardiff.
That's not my
This
name.
week's competition prize is to win a Neo Geo and games.
Oh,
and the
no
question
way.
was the same one that was set by Z Right earlier.
Give
For
me
which
it.
film is this the last scene?
Oh, I don't know.
So
I
if you're
already
asked
told you I don't know.
0891 700
Damn.
100, calls will cost no more than 25p.
Somebody phone that
but make
and,
sure you get
and win
permission
it for me,
first,
please.
whoever pays the
I will
phone
give
bill.
you. I'll pay the
Lines close at
postage.
midnight on Monday.
Honest.
And that, unfortunately, is all we have time for today. So see you next week.
See you
Ta-ra.
next week. There you go. This is the Data Blast coming up. I've already explained what this is 1,010,000 times. Recorded it with VCR, played it back frame by frame, and got loads of lovely information. But there you go, guys. Bad Influence Season 2, Episode 3, fan commentary, 1990s UK video game magazine show. Here, I can't speak. aired here in the UK. Awesome beans is all I'm going to say. Thanks for watching, thanks for joining me, thanks for listening, and I will catch you next time.
Do you have a monkey in your pants?